If you're watching this video now, this is part 2 of a video I did where I had a ton of warning lights popping up on my dashboard and I didn't know what it was. Now I do, so if you want to watch that bit first, I've left a link below. So, as I've just implied, the other day I had a bit of an issue with my GTD. I started the car and this happened. This happened the other day, cleared itself, and now I seem to have all sorts of alarms going off. There's more about this issue in the link below, but today I'm off to the workshop to get this sorted. And while I'm at it, I'm going to have my rear pads and discs replaced. As you can see, they are corroding and in general pretty shocking. Right, so let's set off and see what we find out today, shall we? Thank you to everyone who commented on my last video about this issue. Some of you may have been right. That's interesting. So there's an example. No lights at all. So what I'll do as I'm driving to the workshop is I'll keep the camera running and we'll see if anything pings up later on. So I'm going to pull over here, turn the car off to see if the warning lights come on when I turn it back on. It's interesting because I've been driving around for the last couple of days without any warning lights coming on. So with these intermittent faults, I'm hoping the fault code will still come up. That looks good. I'll keep going, see how we get on. Let's try turning the Golf off again. And back on. Just going to wait for it to close down. I thought I'd try just one more stop-start to see if I can force the fault. Right. Seems quite happy at the moment. Obviously is a problem, and we'll find out what it is in a minute. So it's about 9:30 in the morning. I'm about to drop it off to the workshop, and we'll find out if it's a speed sensor, ABS sensor on one of the wheels, or if it's a voltage issue with the battery. Good to clear it up after all, find out what all of these warning lights are coming on for. There's a lot of information on forums. It seems to be quite a common issue that pops up from time to time. And I guess if it is a ABS sensor or a battery, you only need one electronic component to ping and it sets everything else off. Anyway, we'll find out shortly exactly what the problem is. So here we are, all done. Look at these beauties. Rear pads and discs replaced. Genuine parts. It's going to be a pleasure. Right, let's get in, start the car. Looks good so far, and I'm sure it will be. I'll let you know what they've done to it as well. So I've been driving back now for a few minutes from the workshop. As I say, the guy uses a VW Mastertech. He's absolutely excellent, really, really knowledgeable, especially in this era of Golf. So what he did is he plugged the car in, cleared down all the errors, and then just took it for a drive around the little plot he's got there, and got up to about 5 miles an hour, and instantly the near side rear speed sensor popped up. Said he was doing 167 kilometers an hour. Obviously not. So that was a big tell as to what the problem is. Reset everything again, and same thing happened. So that's what's been done. So he's replaced the near side rear speed sensor, and while he was at it, I had him do the rear pads and discs, all replaced with genuine VW parts, and we're good to go. He's checked all the faults again, nothing's coming up. He's also checked the battery for me, and that's good as well at the moment. So it's quite nice to know that I'm probably MOT proof. He's checked it all over. MOT is not due for another 4 or 5 months from memory, but I'm pretty sure those rear discs would have given me at least an advisory. It's quite nice to know you've got new brakes on the back. Thanks again for the comments. Those of you who guessed at a speed sensor, some of you were very, very sure it was. You were spot on. And I hope this video is useful for anyone who's got the Christmas tree warning light dashboard coming up. Because the chances are, from my experience, a lot of other people, that it is a speed sensor. It'd be interesting to find somebody who's had this happen and it's not been a speed sensor. Something completely different. Always good knowledge to have. I hope this video has been useful for you, especially if you've got warning lights popping up on your dashboard left, right and centre. It's not ideal. It looks like the cure is not very expensive. A speed sensor isn't very much indeed, I don't believe, as a part. So I'll keep you posted if anything else happens. But I'm going to take it as job done. Speed sensor, left rear, rear near side, as the problem that was causing everything to flash up on the dashboard. So if anyone out there has a VW Golf or a VW with warning lights flashing up, the likelihood is a speed sensor. Good to know, eh?